So you guys remember Josh Wingrove? He was the drummer in the music video that we did, the Freebird music video that we did with Exhorter.
Sounds like this if you haven't heard it.
Or another song from Exhorter that he was also the drummer in.
Sounds like this.
Man, I'm just trying to live life, singing by the moonlight. Swoon this pretty lady and take off her clothes. Keep flirting and I might leave. Fish coming in light speed. Can you take your head straight up to the dome?
Now what you say to me determines where I step.
Or the couple reactions he's been on. You know, something like this.
Can we just say it's an Exhorter?
Yo.
Yeah.
Feeling it. Oh my gosh.
Just
can
wait,
can we hear
Carly.
that again?
I know. I can't wait till she hears this
I think
bass
she's
solo.
got things for bass. 'Cause she-
So sour.
Oh my gosh.
Just melts your face. Just so melty.
Stone face Josh. That's my favorite cut, dude.
Just loving life right there.
Look, she's having a moment, dude.
Anyway,
He's a
he
good,
was,
good friend of ours. He's a really good friend of ours. I've known
Yeah.
him in the community. Big time drummer, basically like the best drummer in the state of Wyoming as far as I'm concerned. Really, really deep into the music community here. Super good dude. Really, really awesome person to have around. He was involved in a horrible car accident over the last, I think it was this last weekend. And so in order to help him recoup some of the medical bills that he's going to be facing in the near future, we decided that we're going to help him promote his Venmo and his Cashapp on the channel, just because we want to reach out in any way that we can to help him with this, because we love him dearly, and we know what he's about to be up against. And so we have dropped his information into the comment section, or into our description. It's one of the first things you'll see down there. It's his Venmo, his Cash App. They're the same thing, so either one works for if you want to send him any money or help him out or anything like that. We understand money's tight. We're not asking you to do this as a requirement. We're just saying if you'd like to help out our friend, he would greatly appreciate it. And we just...
Yeah, and the big thing is like, number one, he is one of like the nicest dudes you ever meet.
Oh,
one
dude.
of the hardest working individuals.
Yeah.
And he's also got a kid.
Yep.
And he now has a broken neck and a back and lacerated
broken neck,
kidneys
yep.
and liver. I mean,
He's got all sorts of
he's
shit
in
going
rough
on.
shape.
He's very lucky to be here, honestly,
Yeah.
after what happened. If we can find a photo of the vehicle, maybe we should throw
Yeah.
that in as well, because it's pretty tragic.
Yeah,
So
basically rolled 7 times at 80 miles an hour.
Yep.
It was pretty wild.
Yep, so
But yeah, just, I mean, I can't imagine being in his shoes wondering, like, yeah, number one, I got to take care of myself, but I also have a kid that I have to take care of in the process of all of this, and it's very scary. He works oil field, which he won't be able to do for a long time.
Yep.
And who knows if he'll ever be able to drum the way that he has. With these type of injuries, you just never know.
yeah, he's got
It's
a
going
long,
to be a long road.
long road to recovery ahead of him, and we're just here to help him out any way that we can. And if you guys want to join us in that journey or join us in that fight, we would love the help. Information is in the description below. Just wanted to get that out before we start these episodes. We appreciate the hell out of you guys being here. And if you want any more information, our Instagram handles are in the description as well. We're more than welcome, or more than happy to talk to you about what's going on, things like that. So
And don't donate to our PayPal.
No.
Donate directly to him.
we have
send
his
it to him.
actual Cash App and Venmo there. That's the one you want,
Yes.
and you'll see it right down in there. So thank you guys for being here. And with that, let's get on with the episode, shall we?
Get to the video.
All right. 307 Rex. I am Matt. That is Chris.
Yo!
You guys. Did anyone ever tell you you're the best audience ever? It was Valentine's Day like 3 weeks ago when this came out, so
Yeah.
you're the best audience ever, and that's my way of telling you Happy Valentine's Day and
Yes.
how late I am missing holidays. On the screen in front, I guess, first of all, thank you guys for sticking with us through our long intro. If you'd like to help our boy Josh Wingrove, his Cash App and Venmo is in the description below. You can donate there if you would like to. Anything helps. It's not a requirement. We're just trying to help Josh out any way we can.
Yeah.
We're going to run that promo for about another week, and then we're going to move on to another promo with this thing down here. Me and Doobie built a new computer for the studio. Charles Rich in the comments, I believe. I think that's how he goes
You
on
can
YouTube.
refer to him by Doobie, Dickhead.
You'll see him around, right? So we're going to move on to a promo with that. There is an episode of us building that PC over on Patreon. If you want to go check that out, it's over there. I keep pointing, it's over there somewhere. So that's kind of what's going on, just quick planning. get the news out of the way. Do you have anything going on? Nothing?
Yeah, hopefully once Josh is feeling better, we're going to try to have him in on a live stream. And just kind of, tell you guys, he wants to tell you guys thank you and all that good stuff. He's had lots of thoughts and prayers because we know money's tight and he understands that.
Yeah.
And those who have donated, he's extremely grateful.
He could not. He's blown away. He's like, I can't believe you guys have people that are doing this. I'm like,
I still have no idea how much.
How much he's made, how much has been, no idea. So we'll maybe we'll get into that when you have him on a live stream. But that's the plan, to get Josh in here on a live stream and just because I haven't even heard the story yet. I don't even know, and I don't know if he's willing to talk about that or how that goes. I mean, it's traumatizing, so we'll figure it out. Anyways, that's the plan moving forward. On the screen in front of us, it is our boys in Millington. The song is called Beatdown Generation, and this one is live at Empire Underground. I don't know where that venue's at. We did a 1 second listen just to make sure OBS was working a few seconds ago, and it sounds
great.
Dude, sounds CD quality. So I don't know how they did it, but this is going to be awesome.
I'll tell you this. Jimmy Hill from Amplified Wax filmed a live for Nixon Rodeo, and it came out fucking good, dude, man. There's some black magic in that shit.
Some engineers just have it, dude. Some engineers just have this thing, this knack that's just like, oh, live show? Yeah, I can make it sound good. You just have to do this thing with these things, and before you know it, you're like, what? Yeah. What was that?
Yeah.
They make it look so easy.
Crazy,
and, it comes out on the other end, and you're just like,
He just sitting there with a laptop and a wizard's hat.
Yeah. Very excited to hear what this sounds like. Speaking of sounds like, if our audio and video stuff sounds a little bit different to anybody, it's because we're trying something new now. We're recording through OBS. We're doing everything through OBS. No more recording software involved. And we're just going to try it for now and see what happens. And then decide from here what we want to do. But I think it's going to work.
We'll see.
It's working okay for now, I think. So let us know how it sounds down in the comments. And with that, while you're down there, like, comment, subscribe, and let's go.
Everything started with a letdown, and we all fall down, down, down. I wanna pick you up now when you hit the ground. Wouldn't make a sense. Did you lose all the feeling when you fell through the ceiling? 'Cause they miss seeing you around. Letdown, and we all fall down. Stand up and hear me out.
Hell yeah.
Let's go, dude.
Fucking horn players doing their side to side.
Dude, they are good live. They are way good live.
I would love to see them, man.
That is like it, dude. It's hard to get your notes that consistent live without like being very well rehearsed and practiced.
Yeah.
Dude, it shows. These guys put the work in, dude.
And the thing is like 10 for 10. Okay, they're a 2-piece band. They have 3 things to worry about. Are my vocals on point and in time? Is my guitar in tune and on time? And is the drums in tune and on time?
Yep.
Okay, cool, easy. Yep. I played in a 5-piece band. Okay, are the guitars tuned and in time?
Mostly guitars.
And it's are the vocals in tune and on time? Is the harmony doing his part? Is the drummer doing his part? They have all of that plus horns, okay?
Plus
horns,
brass, yeah.
And then they got to make sure that they're not overpowering the rest of the group, which is very easy to do.
And then getting your horn instrument in tune with the guitars and the bass so that everything sounds that consistent live. Dude, that's great. Man, these guys are really putting in the rehearsal work, dude. They sound, it's so consistent. It's All the harmonies are like perfect. The mix is so good, dude. Like, yeah, they're very, very seasoned. I've talked about it before on the channel. This is one of those situations where these guys come through and they're playing the bill that we're playing.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not familiar with them.
Yeah.
And then I look them up on the internet and see shit like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, uh-oh.
I'll open.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Gladly. Please let my band open.
Please don't let me play after them.
That is consistent
Unreal.
as hell.
Yeah.
And like, it sounds so good, dude. Vocals are on point. All the guitars are right there. The horns are the same. Like, everything is just very, like, yeah, well rehearsed.
The blend
Very well
is
rehearsed.
perfect.
Yeah, let's go.
Missing you around. Let down and we all fall down. Stand up and hear me out. Cody.
Hell yeah.
They're not invited to be a part of the brand new revelation. Rise up, got invited. We're not coming up to ours. Searching on for love for a place to go. Someone block the way back home. Round and round, we all fall down. Wanna pull you from the lost and found. Woo! And put your feet back on the ground. Everything started with a letdown and we all fall down. Down, down. I wanna pick you up now when you hit the ground. Lose all the feeling when you fell through the ceiling, 'cause we're missing you around. Letdown and we all fall down. Stand up and hear me out.
Yeah, dude, skanking. That was dope. The sax player's getting it, bro.
Yeah.
Started with a letdown, let the hands out, like a hidden message that can't be found. Wanna pick you up when you want the ground. Tell you
I just noticed, okay, looks like our trombone player is doing a little bit of harmony.
Yeah.
But more importantly, our drummer back
Oh.
here also
Yep.
fucking throwing some vocals
Yep.
in there, man. Listen, okay, I tried to learn drums. Here's the thing. I can do the thing on guitar. I can make the fingers work here. I can keep the rhythm on the other hand. My feet do not know rhythm at all. Like, not even fucking close, okay? This man is up there playing with, now, I could be completely wrong, okay? But when you're playing drums, I would imagine that it's not only your arms and hands that are doing the thing, but you also have, like, maybe tension in your fingers. Maybe you loosen up on the stick a little bit to get a different timbre or feel or whatever.
There's all sorts of technique based on fills and what rhythms you're playing and what rudiments you're doing. And,
Yeah.
you know,
like, you might grip a stick a little bit tighter to get a flat,
if
like
you're
a more
doing,
flat
if you're doing
sound.
big fat straight 16 fills, you're like full grip, you
Yeah.
know, like big
Yeah.
fills. If you're doing like stuff like he's doing,
Yeah.
a lot of the times it's a lot of there's a lot
A
of
little looser kind of grip. Okay.
A lot of the stick movement happens like when you're doing like ride cymbals and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not, you don't have the thing gripped and you're not just
Yeah.
like ching 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 ching.
Right.
You know, like it's a loose grip and you're kind
Yeah.
of just like, it's
Just
mostly in
letting
the
it
wrist,
bounce.
and then
Yeah.
a lot of it happens with finger tension and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's got his arms going. He's
Yep.
got finger tension going. He's got his feet going, and then he's gonna sing on top of it.
It's 100%. This dude has played this song so many times that it's so well rehearsed that he doesn't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
And I've been at that point where you play a song so many times, and this is why he's able to sing over the top, is because his muscle memory has programmed this. The second the guitar starts playing, his subconscious locks his body into this mode where it's just like, yep, doing this thing. Just don't worry about what's happening down here. Just focus on when you need to sing and what that sounds like, because this is all just going to happen. And that's a crazy thing about being any type of musician: guitar player, bass player, drummer, violin player, strings player, brass player, whatever.
And that's something that people complain about a lot when learning guitar. Well, I just can't play and sing at the same time. It's like, and they always go, so I can sing the song, okay, and then I can play the guitar part, but when I try to do it together, so like, how do I make it go together? And I go, focus on the guitar. They're like, well, I know the guitar part. I go, you don't know it well enough. Like, just
you know how to
playing
sing
it.
the song.
Right.
Clearly, this is a song you've known your whole life,
Yeah.
and you know all the words to it, right? So you don't have to think about the words that are happening. Just think about playing it.
Yeah.
run the words in your head and try and make volume with those as you're playing,
Yeah, because typically when you play guitar, at least for me, the song is playing in my head and I hear the lyrics in my head.
Oh, yeah.
But then they get focused on trying to deliver the right note vocally or whatever, and it's like, no, just get the guitar to where it's like second nature. You don't have to think about it.
And those people that say that, those people that are like, they're like, I just can't play and sing at the same time. How do you do that? And you're like, well, you're right. You can't play and sing at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what spending hours and hours in your room just doing the same thing over and over and over again will get you. Yeah. Eventually, your brain will just figure out
how
to disconnect itself from one side to the other and just do these two different things at the same time. It happens.
I don't know how many hours I played Wagon Wheel because that's the song I picked when I wanted to learn guitar.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because I was like, it doesn't have a normal, like, I mean, it's still a 4/4 time measure, but like when you play it, the upstrokes and the offbeats are really important. And so I was like, I want to pick this because it's challenging, especially when you're trying to learn. But it also helped me because I started with mandolin, and mandolin is focused all on the upbeats. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna learn it on mandolin, then learn it on guitar, and then I'm gonna learn to sing it with both. And oh my God, my mom had to have been going just crazy hearing this song over and over and over and over. And then I got to the point to where I could play guitar and sing with it. I was like, you know what? Harmonica would sound badass on this thing. So I got that little fucking thing that goes around.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, boy. Let me tell you, that was a whole nother thing. Now I'm playing, singing, and playing harmonica at the same time. Oh, bro. I never got the harmonica part perfect, but it was close enough.
What you just explained there is why most kids don't ever learn, is why we don't have enough drummers in the world. Because you explained how
Parents.
My mom had to have been just for me playing and singing this one song, right? On guitar.
Yeah.
Now, imagine that same scenario, but on a drum set in your child's room. Where it's loud enough that you kind of can't have a conversation over it, but you kind of can. Just for hours on end. Yeah.
Oh,
I get it. Yeah. I understand it. But however, I am a drummer, and I do say to the parents out there, let them play, dude. I promise, just let them play. They're gonna turn into a great person, and they're gonna love you for letting them do that in their home.
And the world needs more drummers, goddamn.
And we need so many.
And
more
for some
drummers,
reason,
dude.
bass players are hard to find.
Why are
these
bass
days.
players so hard to find?
I don't like.
What is that? Why is that a thing?
That's so much easier to play than guitar.
I would way rather, dude. Bass player in a band is like the spot to be. Bass player, dude. You don't have to do anything. It's so easy. You show up, you rock out harder than anybody else. You do a couple harmonies, you go home. Yeah. It's so much fun. I would prefer, that would be like if I got to choose a spot in a band, bass player, dude. Let's go. And now that comes with this video where the bass player is playing. He's walking bass and singing at the same time. You can make it as difficult as you want it to be, right?
But realistically, all you need is that root note in the background, baby. Like,
stick with the drummer and hit the roots, and you got a cello. You're playing a bass.
Cello.
Like that's it. Let's finish her up. Lead singer's not even singing, and it still sounds good.
Damn.
Thank you so much, Albany. All right, this is our last
That
fucking
round
song.
was
It's your
good.
last chance, Albany. This is your last fucking chance,
Brother.
And here's the thing. Now, I don't know how long their set was.
Yeah. It looks like he was sweating, for sure.
But right here at the end, he
It's
mentions
your last chance, Albany. This is your last fucking chance.
they're about to play their last song.
Yeah.
Let's say they had they're in Albany, New York. They probably had a 30-minute set. Depending on the venue size, whether or not it was their show, there are a lot of elements of playing to it. I'm just going off of averages, right? So let's say, just for all intents and purposes, they had a 30-minute set because they're in Albany, New York, probably a 5-band bill, and just like, shit's like, we got to go.
Yeah.
They probably played 5, maybe 6 songs.
Something like that.
Homeboy is 5 songs in with his voice, and he's still just on the nose. Like every note is. I was like waiting for him to slip, and I think I counted maybe 2 in that whole performance where I was like, that was like a hair flat.
Yeah.
But if you didn't know music, you'd never fucking know.
Yeah.
So, like, to be 5 songs into your 6-song set, and again, this is just speculation,
and
is still, and your voice is just that good.
And horn players.
Dude, horn players too.
That's another one I tried. I was like, you know what? Trumpet doesn't look that bad. God, you gotta blow your fucking brains out.
Dude, trumpet is, yeah, man.
Trumpet, like, goddamn.
Yeah, you look at these famous, like, who was it, Louis Armstrong? Or,
yeah,
you look at these famous trumpet players from back in the day. There's a reason their cheeks were like double the size of regular humans because they spent their whole life just packing them with air, dude.
Just blowing into
it's wild, yeah.
Crazy.
So their cheek muscles are just expanding, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, to be that far, it's like I have mad respect for this live. Like that is, I'm insanely impressed by that.
Yeah.
I'm like intimidated by that.
Yeah.
Like I want you guys to come through town and I want to play a show with you guys, and now I'm like a little worried about it.
Do it.
Like I'm a little nervous.
Do it.
But you should still do it, and it would be awesome. I would just be like, I'd be pretty humbled the whole time. Like you guys be walking around like royalty. You know what I mean? I'll be like, you guys, I don't know. You guys are way better than we are, so I'm just here to kind of pump you guys up.
Another band that's just, I mean, it's so crazy to me because I like spent time with the guys with Not Green Day and stuff, and I know them pretty personally, like, and they come to town, and I expect them to put on a good show because any of the other bands the other members were in, they always did. It was just always so good,
right? Yeah.
But then watching somebody like Jose coming to see him he's like, dude, that is the best live performance I've ever seen. I'm like, you just saw Post Malone like fucking 4 months ago.
What, dude?
He's like, well, yeah, his light show was better, but like, dude, this was crazy. I'm like, yeah. Like, the boys did it, man.
And that's the thing is like, yeah, of course, Post Malone's gonna look better. He has he has a $3 million light budget, and he can just go wherever he wants. You know, he's got multiple crews of people that are putting together every aspect of his show. Yeah. These guys rolling in a bus with their luggage behind them full of T-shirts that they're slinging at the counter that they're and then they put on a show like that, dude.
Yeah.
The spotlight thing that Cameron did,
with
the turn off all the lights, and he killed the lights, and he just had a big old flashlight. Like that was sick, dude.
Yeah.
Like they
did
the
little megaphone,
dude.
Like,
they did a really good job,
so
man.
Good.
Every time I've seen them, they're just like, yep.
It's one of those that's like, man, I'd love to be on a bill with you guys, but like.
Intimidating.
I'm opening.
Those,
dude,
those
do not make me play after.
And even those first 2 bands that opened, dude. We were watching those first 2 bands, and it was like.
And they were decent, okay? They weren't great, but they were decent.
I appreciate you for giving them that respect. And I'm not going to name names, but
then towards the end we see
it was rough, dude.
A lead singer who's also a tattoo artist in town. He's sitting in the back watching Not Green Day.
Oh, dude, he fucking stormed around that whole night. Wasn't having a good time at all.
This was supposed to be our reunion show.
I was supposed to get a bunch of business with this thing, and I didn't. No one cares about me, and I'm angry.
It was the first time I've ever seen a mosh pit in Casper break out. That shit was crazy.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Me and Alex straight up were like,
let's do this.
Couple of 6 foot tall dudes, 35 years old, just running through a crowd. It's good shit. I think I have footage of it somewhere. I think Not Green Day might have it on their Facebook. Check them out.
Yeah.
We got off track. I'm sorry. Millington. I didn't mean to.
No,
we were just talking about
saying, if you come to town,
bands that put on incredible shows, right? And like you're up there. That like I can clearly tell, dude. The just the accuracy. That's all.
And
stage performance, yeah, sure. But like at the fundamental level of it, for me, a good show is just about accuracy. And if a band can get up there and represent what they put on a disc or put on the internet like that.
Chris Cagle was another great one we saw an example of.
Dude, we listened to him in the car before we went to the show so I could familiarize.
Yeah.
And then he got on stage and it was like, it's the exact same sound, dude.
The piano parts were exactly the same
sound, dude. It's crazy.
So good.
And like not like in a stale way, in like this is like super impressive.
Yeah. Like I expect when I go to a show that they're not going to sound as great as they do on the CD.
Sure, yeah.
I expect
it's not going to be as polished,
like,
at least, right?
But then there's some bands like Millington come out and just fucking nail it.
Like
Not Green Day comes out and just fucking nails it. Chris Cagle comes out and just fucking nails it.
If I didn't know that was a live performance and you just put headphones on my head, I might call that out for just being like an early album of theirs.
Yeah.
Like it just sounds like it's a little bit primitive recording wise. But other than that, it sounds like an album.
Yeah.
I would never know the difference if I didn't know it was a live show. Like that was incredible. 5 out of 5.
Yeah. If you guys enjoyed today's episode as much as we did, be sure you email Millington, tell him to come play Casper, Wyoming. Leave a thumbs up.
Yep.
Smash that subscribe button. Click the bell. Become part of the notification gang. And we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah.
Bow.
And it works out. We still have audio because the screen cap keeps going. But we have to we'll have to separate the audio from the screen cap, right? So we can just have an audio
if we want
track.
to, yeah.
I mean, for
Right,
things,
just leave it up.
for things like this, or just you're just like
on the M on the Millington logo.
Things could change, ladies and gentlemen. Things
could
could change around here. Be ready. You got to be ready for change, okay? And be willing to accept it. That's all I'm saying.